So I'm Alex Gehans, and you know me. You all know what I do. I'm the pillock who talks for too long. So it's I've had a long day, but I'm probably not gonna be putting out a video before the election. And obviously when the election happens, you know, when the results is announced, I am gonna have some kind of video, you know, either celebrating or just kind of going fuck. So yeah, yeah. I long day. Look, I'm shattered, and I am sweaty, and I am probably stinky. Sometimes I'm very glad I can't smell. Look, I'm probably not going to be recording a proper video for quite some time, because apart from anything else, after the vote, there's a family thing that's going to be happening, and then I've got an endocrinologist meeting, and yeah, that stuff happens happening, right? So, given that I've kind of been relentlessly dooming and glooming, and given that I am genuinely, quite legitimately fucking scared about the possibility of Theresa May winning, like, Donald Trump winning is bad. Donald Trump winning has been a bad thing, right? Like, he has now pulled out of the fucking Paris Accords, right? He has pulled out of fighting climate change. Like, that's Dr. Evil stuff, right? That is like, he's killing the planet. But Theresa May is basically about to full on fuck the country. I mean, she was screwing us hard before, but like, if Theresa May gets into power, not only am I personally screwed, but our very ability to vote out the Conservatives in future will be jeopardized, because they're gonna bring in stupid regulations that are gonna disproportionately affect the unemployed and the poor and prevent them from voting. This is fucked. This is fucked. And I am genuinely fucking scared about what's gonna happen with the election, and about how the fuck I'm gonna cope with it mentally. So I kind of wanted to give some help and sort of advice to people. Whilst I have the fucks to give. Well, I don't have very many fucks to give. That's kind of why I stopped making YouTube videos, really. I mean, I know I stopped making them. He says making one video a week as opposed to one video a day. But still, for me, that's a heck of a step down. But no, seriously. My world is pain right now. Every day, I wake up and I put my foot on the ground, stand up, and it's like I have stepped on a fucking Lego brick or a plug. It's that kind of full-on shooting pains. Oh my god, fuck. You know, I've got a gravel driveway. I step barefoot on that every so often, and I swear to the great prophet Zarkon, to everybody who fucking matters in the multiverse, that when the way it feels to sort of stand, to put pressure on my feet, to walk when I'm unmedicated in the morning, or anytime the meds wear off, it's like standing on that gravel driveway. It is just fucking sweet Jesus, what the hell. It's a kind of pain that on its own is bearable. And it is bearable. If it wasn't bearable, I wouldn't be here. It's bearable. But it is constant. It is something that I am having to take pain meds for. And the thing is, I'm the kind of guy who is worried about my addiction to Diet Coke and mints because of how much I find I rely on them for my mood, right? So to find that I am basically having to guzzle back pain pills every day just to cope with being alive, that's not fun. That's not good. And you know, that's kind of why I need to see the endocrinologist, right? You know, growth hormone deficiency is fucking me up right now. And like, I need some reassurances that like the alternative is really fucking worse. But at the same time, I know that there are people out there, lots of good people, who are living with horrible, painful conditions, and I have found that you don't get used to it. You don't get used to it. You never get used to it. The first step in the morning is always as painful. But it's bearable. Just bearable. And you know, I've always kind of liked walking. But I always had a problem when I walked, which is that I would come home from a walk, and I'd be shattered. I'd be completely shattered, like I am now, you know, drenched with sweat. You know, almost unable to speak from the energy exertion. And the thing that would be killer would be the feet. It sounds absurd, right? It sounds fucking absurd. But I'm not worried about walking now, because the very worst my feet feel at the end of a long day of walking is maybe just barely below par with how bad it is every day without pain pills. And obviously I'm taking pain pills anyway, so the pain at the end of a long day walking isn't so bad anyway. And obviously I'm taking, you know, caffeine for the growth hormone deficiency, making me tired. So the energy isn't so bad either. Like, the body normally can do stuff, but it doesn't have amazing reserves. The body on meds can do a fuck of a lot more before things get bad. And kind of at the moment, my norm is so bad anyway that when it hits that peak, I can just keep going. I can just keep walking. I mean, it got a bit scary today when, you know, I was actually, I think, in a kebab shop getting myself some dinner. Because fuck it, I had a long day of walking. And I got myself a kebab, and I was in there, and I could just feel my knee joint, just sort of like, I don't want to say creaking. I could just feel it wobbling a little, just being a little uncertain, being a little unsteady, just a little like. And that was not good, because I have fallen so many very fucking, yes, so very many fucking times, so fucking many times. I think literally, like, it was almost a curse, whereby every time I went to a party at this specific place in Aldershot, I would end up falling on this one curve. And I'm gonna need to blow my nose, so excuse me. Yeah, I fell on this bloody curve so many different times. Like, the first time I had bison grass vodka, and I fell on the bison grass vodka. It's like, fuck! And then, of course, like, you know, I had the time when, you know, where literally I had just walked out having decided, oh, I kind of did what Donald Trump has done with the wall, where I was like, oh, don't worry, I'll pay for the bed, because they're totally going to pay me back later. They never fucking did. And I walked out, and my leg just rolled out from under me. Like, I think it was just, you know, ever so slightly springy tarmac or something, and I just fell badly on my hand and fractured my wrist. And fucking hurt like hell. And obviously, like, you know, my family has decided, in all their wisdom, that, of course, what they should really do is have carpeted stairs. Carpeted stairs that are deep blue in colour. Deep dark blue in colour. And that they should leave the stairs unlit at night. So, I have on more than one occasion slipped down the fucking stairs as well. So I've got a history of slipping. So kind of, I had that moment today when my knees were like, ee! I was kind of like, okay, I could smash my head open. This is not good. I mean, there was I think I was actually, like, at a castle earlier, and it was just like, don't ask why I was at a castle. No, I have plans. Yes, I was at a castle, but I was at a castle. And Christ alive, you know, these castles, they do not have good steps. You know, they do not have nice, regular, regimented steps of the same height and build. And no, it's all different shapes and sizes and at slanted angles, and it's just, oh, crikey. And sometimes they're made from different kinds of brick or different kinds of stony material that's worn away in different unique ways, and it's just like, how the fuck I made it down them without breaking my legs or my neck, I don't know. Somehow I did this. But the actual pain from my feet, the thing that normally stops me, not a problem. Just not a problem anymore. Because the pain in my feet is hell anyway. And so I'm actually getting out. I'm doing stuff, you know, instead of playing Skyrim or Civilization 5 or whatever, I'm, you know, loading up my podcasts and I'm going out and I'm walking and I'm seeing the world. You know, I mean, I've got no fucking money, but I'm seeing the world. You know? And you know, I wrote this blog today about the new introvert, and I think if I have advice to give about what it's like to live with uncertainty, with pain, with tiredness, is that, you know, as T.E. Lawrence said, the trick, William Potter, is not minding that it hurts. You know. Because, yeah, it does hurt. Every day it fucking hurts. It really fucking hurts. And I hate it. I hate it. And I can't help hating it. It's part of who I am, you know. I'm like, pain, what are you doing? Stop it. But at the same time, there's nothing I can do about it. And it's not like, you know, the point of pain is to let you know that there's something going on, you should probably do something about it, right? You know. It's like, hey dude, you got your hand on a fire, you should probably move that, you know. Part of your body is somewhere it probably shouldn't be. Fucking move it, right? That's the point of pain. The pain is your body saying, for fuck's sake, move it! Something bad is happening. But like, my body's, well, it's not fine, but my body's as good as it's gonna be. And like, there are things that can be done, and I am doing them. So the pain isn't serving a great purpose. The pain is just screaming in my head. It's just going, ah! You know, and it's like, I know people who've got anxiety, and at a certain point, you just gotta, you know, let these people just let them be what they be. And it's like, you know, you just gotta live. And like, it hurts and it's shitty, but like, I've got stuff to do. I've got stuff I want to do. I've got things that matter to me. And I can't let this fucking shit get in my way. And it's like, you know, every day I have to take my pills before the painkillers can, you know, set in. But before I can do that, I have to get up. I have to pull back my chair. And I have to sit in it. And through that entire time, I am experiencing undiluted, stood on a Lego brick kind of pain. And you just gotta not mind it. You just gotta not fucking mind it. Because you can't do anything about it. It's not telling you anything new. It's just a part of your body that's freaking out, going, oh my god! It's just like, right, okay. I don't care. You do your thing. I got shit to do. And it's not easy. It's never fucking easy, right? Here's the thing. You know, when neurotypical people say, yeah, well, it's all in your head. You kind of just want to punch them. You kind of just want to just sort of getting real close and just throttle them. Just ever so slightly, just kill the fuckers, right? Because it's not just all in the head, it's fucking painful. Pain is hard to ignore. But like anything, if you experience it day after day after day after day after day, you get used to it. It becomes normal. Right? It's like how at this point I'm just, you know, I almost don't see there's anything abnormal in having Nazi stalkers. Like, doesn't everybody? Everybody has Nazi stalkers. Everybody has had some motherfucker come along and, you know, try and infiltrate their group of friends. Everybody has had somebody write horrible fan fiction about them that is written because they want to get off on how much they hate you, right? Like, I feel like everybody's had this happen because it's like, this has been my life for the last 2 years. It's just like, this is my normal. That there are just these people over there and they're screaming their little heads off. And they're going, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. I want to hurt you. And I'm just like, blocked. And the pain is worse. The pain is so much worse, right? Nothing that the fucking trolls and Nazis and God knows could do to me are worse than my own body is fucking doing to me. I've had some very, very dark days. But I got shit to do, you know? And the thing is that my life, it's just kind of quiet chaos, you know? In that there's very little I can do to help anything. I'm just kind of trying to survive and see it through each day and, like, meet the appointments I need to meet and, you know, try and do the stuff that's important to me. But, you know, I've no idea when I'm going to be living. None at all. And I've got no power over it either. My existence is a transitory, variable thing. And I have no ability to know how it's gonna turn out. Right? It's all beyond my control. It's all beyond my realm of knowledge. It's just a series of systems and cogs that have to run out and result however they're gonna result. But so long as I am here, I have stuff to do, and I'm gonna do that stuff, and I'm not gonna let the fucking pain stop me. And, you know, CTP Grey is a great guy, and he's done a video lately on, it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek sort of a reverse psychology sort of video on how to live a better life, whatever kind of better life you want to lead. Like, here are the things to do. Here are the things to avoid. Sort of thing. And it's like for me, I think I can offer what it's like to try and live a life that's kind of at more of the raggedy edge, right? You know, it's all very well when your life can be solved easily by uh a well-made sleeping schedule, by a well-made plan. I mean, I genuinely, like, I got through 2 chapters of getting things done, and then I was basically like, no, hang on, I don't have anything to plan because I don't have anything I can do. Right? Even the stuff about the writing, I've ultimately just got to sit down and write. And ultimately, I'm not one of these people who needs to. I don't need to have a routine about it. I can just write when I feel inspired. And I can just basically say, okay, I'm going to write now, get some Diet Coke, stick on some music, and write. And I have actually got some interesting stuff planned with regards to that. I mean, again, I've got no idea when you'll be seeing it. I have no idea if you'll be seeing it. But I have got some interesting stuff that I've been working on for a while. But again, nothing. There's nothing I can do, right? And again, I know the nature of the internet is that if I make a statement, there is going to be a billion people going, "Oh my Jelly!" And the thing is, I used to be so like that. But you grow out of going, actually, the moment it starts backfiring, the moment you realize, oh shit, I got that wrong. You know, I still cringe at this. I still fucking cringe at this. Like, it was at a convention. It may have been Gallifrey 1. It may have been Nine Worlds Geek Fest at one of the years. I met up with one of the authors of I met up with one of the authors of the Virgin New Adventures Doctor Who line, and I had a signed copy of the book for him. I had a copy of the book that he had written for him to sign, and we were talking about it. And this book that he had written, he said a thing about it, and I corrected him, and he was very polite about it. He said, "Oh, I guess I must have been mistaken." And then only later did I realize, oh, fuck. I mean, okay, it wasn't technically mansplaining because, because it was a male writer, but still, I just had one of these moments of just like, oh my god, what the hell did I do? I corrected this writer who wrote this book about the thing that he wrote, and I was wrong. This guy is the fucking expert, and he was right, and I was wrong, and why the fuck did I say that? Right? And it's like, I still remember, like, one of the few times someone in college was willing to talk about Doctor Who with me, and it was like Tom Baker coming back to do the audios, and again, someone said something about Doctor Who, and I corrected them, and I was wrong. It's just like, fuck. fuck, what did I do? Why? Why did I actually? I did not know. I am fortunate in that I don't think I've done it to a woman as yet. Unless there has been 1 or 2 times in class when at like, you know, college or university, when all hands were down and I sort of reluctantly pulled some shit out of my ass to kind of just throw the teacher a bone or something. But you grow out of the actuallys the moment you realise that actually you do get it wrong and you make yourself look a right fucking tit. Like, it burns. It burns in my head. I was wrong, and I was so confident that I was right. And it's like, I corrected the author about his own fucking book. And that's the other thing about life, right? You fuck up. You fuck up and you have to continue. And it sucks. Because here's the thing. Nobody teaches you in fucking school. Nobody teaches you that actually the bullying, the abuse, none of it will hurt you quite as much as when you fuck up and you hurt people. And I've done that, right? You know, I tried to include representation of a demographic that is targeted, and I cocked it up. And I upset people. And in my ignorance, I tried to seek out an understanding and attracted my Nazi stalkers towards these vulnerable people. I am never, ever going to forgive myself for that. No matter how many times, no matter how much I go over it, no matter how many fucking... no matter how often I relive it in this work of fiction or that work of fiction, no matter what I do, I will never feel like I can make amends for that. And ultimately, you know, what I did was, on the grand scheme of things, you know, in terms of the fuck-ups you can do, comparatively minor. You can definitely make worse fuck-ups than I've made. And the thing is, you just gotta fucking continue. Because you're no use to anyone dead. Right? And I suppose my view of how the world works is a rather cynical one, but also optimistic despite the cynicism, in the sense that I believe that people are fundamentally selfish, they are fundamentally lazy, fundamentally greedy, fundamentally lustful, and self-serving. And that we need a system that acknowledges that works with that. I feel like the failure of capitalism is that somewhere along the way capitalism stopped being about making the greedy gobshites work despite what they want. Right? Somewhere along the way, we decided, you know what? The greedy gobshites deserve what they've gotten. And I'm kind of the opinion that, you know what? We shouldn't be having a system where that is ever said, right? We should never have a left-wing system where, the greedy gobshites deserve what they've gotten because they've gotten, eaten by leopards or whatever. And I equally don't feel like we should have a system where the right wing have people saying, well, the greedy gobshites deserve what they've gotten because, damn it, they earned all that fucking money they plundered. I'm of the opinion that you have a system that acknowledges that everyone's a greedy shit and has everything balanced. And we've lost that balance. And this is how I see dating, this is how I see good in the world, right? Like, you are a unit of economic force. You have purchasing power. You have ideological power. You have power to generate ideas, to push or pull against different ideologies. You have ability to influence the world, right? How are you going to do that? Because one person on their own isn't much. But every person is a cog in the machine. And the more cogs there are turning for the benefit of all, the fucking better. Right? So if you can hack it, and if you can bear it, and if you can find a way to not mind that it fucking hurts, then continue. Because you are needed. Because you are wanted. Because you are part of a great system. And it is a system that is failing. It is a system that is flawed. It is a system that is broken and dying. But it is a great and mighty system, and it relies on every single part of it working and working together. Working out of separate self-interest, but working together, right? The trade unionists and the CEOs work together to make capitalism great. Because it is their mutual greed grinding against each other that makes capitalism better. And the problem is, we destroyed the trade unions and we said, yay, capitalism's won. No, it hasn't. It's just killed off part of itself. The trade unions were never socialism. They were never communism. They were part of capitalism. They made capitalism better. They made capitalism function. This was a way to make the left, the greedy part of the left, part of the system, part of a self-reinforcing system to make capitalism great, and we fucked it up. But every part of this system has a role. Every part of this system is important. And you decide your role. No, nobody hands it down from you to you from on high. And to be honest, I kind of wish they would, right? I kind of wish that, that the job centre would have it as an option. That they would just get X amount of jobs from people. And that they would just say, fine, do this. Work on this, right? I would gladly forego the work meetings and the doing that. I would gladly forego all the uncertainty to just be told, hey, we'll pay you this, but you know, you clock in so many hours just doing paperwork for the government, right? You know, and I mean, obviously, you know, you'd have to make sure it lined up so you weren't fucking over minimum wage, right? But I don't want to be a freeloader. I don't want to be on I don't want to be reliant on the state. I don't want to be reliant on fucking anyone. It's just, unfortunately, we live in a world of technological unemployment, and there aren't the jobs. There aren't. And so as a result, I live. And I just have to do what I can to make the world a better place while I live. Because I'm not entirely sure how long that's going to be. Because, as I say, you know, I am dependent upon a system that looks set to fuck me hard if Theresa May gets in on June 8th. I would have said go if she gets in again, but Theresa May didn't actually lead the Conservative Party last time they got in. So this will be the first time Theresa May gets elected leader, gets elected Prime Minister of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Anyway. Trick is not minding that it hurts. And I think whoever you are, whatever your political persuasion is, we're all hurting a lot at the moment. And we're all going to be hurting an awful lot. And I think if we could all just learn to not mind that it hurts, then there'd be a lot more of us to stop this bullshit from hurting so much in future. Anyway. I've been Alexander Gordon Johans, and you have been you. Goodbye. Thank you for watching my main channel. Please remember to leave a like, favourite and comment. Shout out to the Dislike Club. Subscribe if you like what you saw, and share if you know someone who might be interested in the contents of this video. If you would like to help ensure more videos get made, there are a few options available to you. You can whitelist this channel in your adblock software to ensure what ad revenue you provide has a chance of making its way to me. If you sign up to make a regular monthly donation through my Patreon, then you will get to watch a selection of videos available exclusively to my Patreon supporters over at my Patreon page. One-off donations are payable through PayPal, or if that doesn't suit your sensibilities, you can gift items through Steam or Amazon via my public wish lists. Obviously, I don't expect anything, and the vast majority of my videos will remain free and ad-supported. All that remains is to say Trump should be impeached, the genocidal must be stopped, and institute universal basic income now.